Welcome to the Creative Playing Podcast Network. Join us as we review our favorite RPGs, collectible card games, MMOs, video games, PC games, and bring up interesting topics and things that we'd like to share with everyone. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Hey guys, Jim here from Creative Playing Podcast Network. I've got a treat for you. I've got a voice you've heard before here on the show, Debra, and this time she's brought a few of her friends, her crew for EVERYVERSE RPG. So guys, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Debra Parizic, and I'm the author's widow and a longtime player of EVERYVERSE RPG. I'll turn it over to Jim.
Hi, this is Jim. I'm the game master for tonight's event.
Hey, everybody. My name is Cary. I'm a old-time college buddy of Rich's, another one of the players on the line tonight. I'm up in Minnesota, and I'm really very, very extremely new to EVERYVERSE. I've only played one game session before, so I will represent the newbie crowd.
Hi, this is Rich. Long-time player of EVERYVERSE, not nearly as long as Deb and Jim, but they introduced me to it and played with them for many years.
Hey guys, so for the folks at home that are just seeing the Kickstarter and seeing the teasers on the blog for EVERYVERSE, what's something that each of you guys enjoy the most about EVERYVERSE?
Oh, I enjoyed the streamlined simplicity of it, with one attempt roll to resolve all outcomes.
What I like best about it is I can use the same gaming system no matter what genre of role-playing I want to do for the evening.
Cary's pretty new, so this will be the second scenario that he played. Right, Cary?
Yep.
That's cool. And Rich, what about you?
I enjoy using the STD table as a means of calculating things happening rather than the standard old traditional plethora of dice. It seems to flow a little more sense, and I also like the skill breakdown that they have. So improving on something by being more specific in how you use it. So it just seems to flow a lot better.
That's cool. All right, so Jim from the Creative Playing Podcast Network, I'm going to hand it over to you, Jim, the GM.
Thank you very much. This scenario we are playing tonight is a pretty generic scenario. I wanted to kind of abstract us away from any specific types of weirdness that goes along with playing things like Star Wars or Cthulhu or D&D. So this one, the setting is going to be a near future Earth-like world, and our players are just getting briefed now on what's happening, so you'll be able to get quickly on what's going on. So with that, gang, you are enjoying an evening of partying with your college buddies at a frat party. And things are going really well, and at some point in the evening, you're getting really, really tired, and you decide, geez, you need to take a break. That's kind of the last thing you remember, until at least you wake up. And you wake up as you see yourself on our map that we're using, with Roll20, that you're in a very small cell. You're each in your own individual cell, in fact. And other than that, you seem pretty well normal. You don't have any wooziness or maybe a slight headache from alcohol consumed. You are are wearing kind of a generic jumpsuit, which you weren't wearing the night before, so obviously something has changed other than just for your locale. And I'll let you kind of ask any questions about your immediate environment or what you think might be going on.
Does the cell have like your typical metal bars, or is it more like a door with a small window?
The metal bars.
Oh,
so we can see.
okay.
So we can see each other then.
Yes, you can. You can easily wave at each other and talk with each other as well.
Okay.
Do we recognize each other?
Yes, you do. You all know each other from the party and but before that as well.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
What's in the room with us?
Hey guys, I might be missing something, but I'm pretty sure this isn't where I fell asleep.
Yeah, me either.
Either.
So, I think, do we remember? We don't remember anything else, but we know who we are, right?
Yes, you do.
We don't have
remember,
amnesia.
Names and your personal histories up until this point in time.
Okay. Well, I'm going to attempt to open the door just by, like sliding the bars.
Sadly, they are locked.
Hate when that happens.
What kind of a locking mechanism is it? Is it your standard door lock or something elaborate?
They look to be electronic.
No.
Do any of us have foreknowledge of jail?
No, you've never had incarcerated people.
Figured, college partiers, it's not outside of the realm of possibility that we could have been here before. All right. Wow.
Jumpsuits.
So
anything in the jumpsuits, I'll pat down for pockets and see if there's anything in a pocket that we might use to sort of lock out.
Other than some lint, nothing there.
Hate when this happens.
all right. I guess I would say in a fairly loud voice, hello?
All right. Well, you hear it kind of echo around the hallway there that you see adjoining your cells.
What's in my cell other than what I see on the map? I see like a toilet, I see a bed.
Yeah, precious.
Anything else?
Well, nothing of consequence.
So if I look under the mattress or under the bed or...
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Huh.
How about taking a look at the bed itself? Could any part of it be, unscrewed or anything like that to use to jimmy a door lock?
Well, if there was, you would have no idea how to jimmy an electronic door lock. So.
Sure enough.
Well, I know from watching a Jackie Chan movie that wet shirts don't break. They become much stronger. So I could, if the bed is made of metal bars, I could attempt to disassemble the bed to get a bar from it, and then wrap. I could I could take my jumpsuit off, dunk it in the toilet water to get it wet, which severely increases the strength of it, and then wrap that around a couple of bars, and then use the bar to twist part of the garment so that it tightens and tightens and tightens and bends the two bars inward, and then maybe slip between the bars. Being a college student, I might have a high metabolism and be very thin and be able to slip between the bars if they're slightly bent.
Okay. Well, you got to make an attempt to disassemble your bed then.
Yeah, I'll start at that.
All right, sure. Go ahead and roll. Cary's going to be rolling on our standard deviation table, which will generate a roll from anywhere from, I believe, 80 to 140. And you roll an 86. Unfortunately, that fails. You're unable to disassemble your bed.
Wow, I got skills.
I guess your major must have been in liberal arts rather than engineering.
Indeed.
What sort of covering does the bed have?
What sort of cover?
Yeah, is it just a sheet or is it a blanket?
They don't even give you a sheet or a blanket. It's just a mattress.
Just a mattress? Oh, wow.
Nice.
Is there anything like a cup in here or anything like that?
Nope.
Huh. What if I kick the door? Does it make a loud sound?
Well, it's just bars, so you can kick the bars. And
Does it make a loud sound that I think might be hearable outside of the room?
Maybe. You can go ahead and try.
Yeah, I'll kick the bar and scream a little louder. Hello.
All right. Nothing has happened yet.
I'm going to try to tear open the mattress.
Okay, what are you going to use to tear? Just your brute strength?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll them.
Okay.
$110, and I'm sorry that fails as well.
Okay. Is the frame
Can I
of the
reach
bed metal?
I'm sorry?
Is the frame of the bed metal or wood?
It's a metal frame.
Okay.
So,
No windows, I assume, right?
There's no windows. Correct.
Okay.
Is the
Go ahead.
bed, is the frame bolted to the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Good question, Rich.
So you hear the door crack open at the end of the hallway. Yeah.
I think you got somebody's attention.
Yeah, you got somebody's attention, and in walks an armed guard. And he comes down the hallway and kind of just basically looks in on each one of you guys.
Does he look like a police officer or something else that we aren't familiar with?
He looks more like a private security guard, although he's probably a little better armed than like a mall cop.
I'll say, "Excuse me, sir."
And he'll stop in front and say, "What is it?"
What's going on? Why are we here?
You'll be told when it's important for you to know.
Well, it's pretty important to me right now, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking so too.
It's not important for us to tell you yet, so that's what matters.
Any chance we can get something to eat?
He looks down at his watch, and he says, feeding time will be a little while.
Could I get some water?
I will bring you some water then.
How about a brew?
He just shakes his head.
You know what they say about hangovers. What'd you say, Jim?
He just shakes his head. Sorry, I don't have any aspirin for you. So he seems satisfied that you guys are well taken care of where you're at right now. Start to head back out the door.
You mind letting me out of here?
And do, buddy.
Just out of curiosity, I want to observe, does he have, keys on him or anything like that that's noticeable?
He is armed. He's got a nightstick on. He's carrying some kind of sidearm as well. And other than that, you don't see it too much more. He's probably wearing like a flak jacket of some kind.
Before he leaves, he goes, "Hey, do you know who my father is? Can I get my phone call?"
Where do you think you're at? Probably will never see your father again, buddy.
That would shut me up.
Okay. He seems satisfied that shuts you up. Continues on his way back out.
Yeah, I think that would pretty much scare any typical teenager into silence.
Yeah.
Even though I was BSing.
Yeah, I'm thinking that this doesn't look good, guys.
No, it doesn't.
Wow.
I'm gonna sit on my bed and try to absorb what has happened. Try to remember.
Okay, go ahead and you can roll against your intuition, Cary.
Ooh, another screaming roll of 81.
That's actually a very good roll.
I'm rocking it.
So you kind of sit back and think, wait a second, and as you think about the world that you live in, is one where there are some rarely occurring people who have genetic anomalies, which can be viewed both as a blessing and a curse, because they impart certain unnatural abilities to people who have these abnormalities. Typically, the government finds these people at the ages where these abilities would become manifest, and they're kind of conscripted into government service at that time and training and whatnot. However, sometimes, from what you read, heard in newspapers, things, newsreels, internet, wherever you get your news, criminal organizations are able to find these people and make use of them for their own purposes.
So that's all. Is this? Are these occurrences more along the lines of hearsay, or more along the lines of known fact?
This is known fact.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
The thing that's tricky about identifying them is, similar to puberty, these abilities manifest at different ages in people's lives, and they can't really control when it will happen.
Oh, so it doesn't always happen at puberty.
I said similar to puberty. It isn't at all linked to puberty.
Oh, I see. Well, how often of an occurrence is this? I mean, as far as, the frequency of hearing about people being conscripted into government service as opposed to criminal organizations making people disappear, is it something like we hear about once a week, once a month, once in a while?
Well, so they suspect the people in the population who actually exhibit this is extremely small.
Oh, okay.
And so you don't know. You know it happens, but you don't know how frequently. In fact, there are some people who actually manage to escape being identified throughout their lives, and they kind of live covert lives so that they can achieve some sense of normalcy in their day-to-day life.
Sure.
Everyone else doesn't.
Not locked up like an animal. So, okay. So if the likelihood is extremely low, it would probably enter my head that the likelihood of all of us being in that situation is pretty low. For random people, even though we know each other, for quasi-random people at the same beer bash.
It would be unlikely, but not impossible.
Okay.
Are you going to share?
So
with your
So what are these people called? Publicly, are they called mutants? Or
referred to as hybrids.
Referred to as what?
Hybrids.
Hybrids. So hey, I got something, guys.
What's that?
What if we're all hybrids? and they've locked us, and a criminal organization has kidnapped us. Yeah. Ha ha he.
Oh, goody.
That would be a trip.
Okay, now you all should make a roll against your sanity.
Okay. Okay. Did we all pass?
Looks like you all passed. I think, Rich, what was your sanity score? Do you remember off your character sheet?
It's 125.
Let's see.
Okay, so you're all right. So yes, you all remain. You're actually able to accept the fact that you may indeed be hybrids.
Okay, good.
Hey guys, I see the look on your faces. I was kidding. I mean, come on. Do you guys have any powers with air quotes? You know, I certainly don't.
Okay.
Well, none that I'm aware of.
Well, yeah.
Do we know how they manifest themselves?
Usually it becomes one of those things where if the government, of course, finds you ahead of time, then they just kind of spirit you away, and you don't really know how this all happens. But you have heard rumors that stressful situations can somehow trigger some of these into manifesting themselves when the person is aware that they are a hybrid.
I'm thinking that being incarcerated by surprise and waking up in an environment that you've never been to, that might qualify as stressful.
I'm second that.
Boy, that is just so odd. You would think so. Wonder why it hasn't.
What are the typical hybrid powers that we might have experienced or have heard about?
Oh, you've heard of probably all sorts of wild stories, really. People who can fly, who can move things with their minds, who can walk through walls, who can shoot energy beams out of their eyes, anything you can perhaps want to imagine.
So, in other words, some of it may be true, some of it may be internet trolls.
Could very well be.
Yeah. Conspiracy buffs and all that jazz.
I'm going to feel around on my person to see if there's any foreign object attached to me.
I'm sorry, if you're going to see if anything what?
A foreign object attached to me.
You search all over your body and cannot find anything that does not belong there.
Okay.
It wasn't there before.
No, Rich, that's your penis. You had that before, I'm pretty sure.
But was
fairly
it so
certain.
big before?
Oh, you discovered your power.
Yeah. Are there any cameras in the cells or things on the walls, or like a light or box?
Yeah, good question again. As you look down out the hallway, you can see on the map it's that red dot at the end of the corridor. That's a camera in the ceiling.
Okay.
Can I see in the cell next to me as well as across the hall?
No, you cannot. Those are solid walls.
Okay. So, who wants to play 20 questions? Gotta do something to pass the time. This is ridiculous. I'm already bored.
I have a question.
Well,
here.
I'm going to take a look at the electronic device. Is there any obvious power source?
You mean the camera in the ceiling?
No, the device locking the cell.
No, you don't see anything.
Okay.
I'm going to stick my hand out the bars and flip off the camera.
Well, that's helpful.
Well, I'm a teenager.
Are there any vents on the device?
Are there any, I'm sorry, what again?
Vents.
Vents?
Openings, holes, for heat flow or airflow or something?
Not from your side of the floor, at least. if you look across the cell at the person across from you, there probably would be some kind of opening. It might just be a small hole or slot.
Okay.
Well, I'm getting stressed. I'm going to try bustling the bars again.
Okay. Rattling the bars, is that what you said?
Muscling, like trying to move a muscle. Fight them.
All right. Well, strain as you may, they refuse to yield to your frustrations.
Damn.
All right. About this time, the doors open again. And 3 people now enter the room. And there's 2 guards this time, dressed pretty much the same. And then there's
Where's my water?
There's a third person. They're pushing a cart with some food and water and things like that on it. And
Finally.
Yeah, the third person there is looks to be somebody who might be a doctor, let's say. They're kind of dressed in a lab coat, or it's a female, and she's got some instruments and whatnot. Look like the appropriate for doing an examination.
Uh-oh.
So they get up to the first door, which would happen to be Deb's door.
Oh, goody.
And they walk up to it, or one of them walks up to it. They pull their weapons out and say, "Stand back from the door, please."
Okay.
And
I'll
so
move over.
back, okay. And they tell you that this is going to be the routine for you guys for the foreseeable future, that they will come and feed you 3 times a day, and the good doctor here will come in and examine you as well. If you cooperate, then you get fed. If you don't cooperate, we'll give your food to one of the dogs upstairs. Is that clear?
Is there going to be any anal probing?
Oh, he kind of looks at you and said, "Maybe just in your case."
I'll sit back down on my couch. Yay.
Deb, you get a look at the doctor here who comes around, and you notice that there is definitely a look of apprehension in her face.
Okay, that's interesting.
And she comes in with her instruments and speaks very kind of timidly and said, I promise this won't hurt you at all. I'm sorry I have to do this.
Why are you doing this? I'll ask.
And she just kind of shakes her head at you. So she gets her instruments.
What are you going to do?
I need to take a measurement of some fluids in your body. Just take a sample so I can test it. And then I'll just do some basic readings on your heart rate and breathing. Nothing too invasive, really.
Can I hear what she's saying from my area?
Yes, you can. It's not hard at all.
Are we going to cuddle after?
And he pulls out his, the guard kind of comes up to you and pulls out his nightstick and he says, "I got something to cuddle for you."
I'm going to go sit back down.
Well, she gets out her instrument and checks your heart and asks you to breathe and all that fun stuff. And she gets out a syringe that's empty and checks to tie up one of your arms to do a blood sample.
Well, I guess I'll cooperate for now.
Okay. So she doesn't need much. fills up one vial, and says, "Thank you very much for being cooperative," and steps out of the cell, and then one of the guards comes in and puts some food and water in your cell and steps back out and closes the cell door. So they go to the next one. Go ahead.
What was that?
They go to the next door and serve up Rich the same way.
I want to step up to the door so I can watch.
When she gets close to me, I'm going to try to whisper, without without it being noticeable. Can you tell me anything?
She doesn't say anything, but she holds up her hand like a wait type of gesture.
But not one I recognize.
Well, you recognize it as being a wait gesture.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll say okay.
So she does the same routine on you. You going to be cooperative, Rich?
Yeah.
All right. So she gets done, the guard comes in, drops off your food, closes the door again. Then they come to the troublemaker, Cary. And guard kind of sneers at you. You think you're better than I am, don't you?
Let's just say that I combat nervousness with humor. Sorry.
Call that?
Well, I call it humor if you get a sense of humor. Sorry.
Senses have gone awry. So he opens the door, and he encouraged the doc to be liberal with her assessment of you, which doesn't really affect her in the least bit, but he kind of hopes he does.
So with their attention focused on him, can I reach through the bar and grab the guard that's closest to me?
You can certainly give that a shot. Go ahead and give it a roll.
Good. I'm going to try to grab him around the neck.
Okay.
And slam him back against the bar.
Okay. So you reach out across the bars, and you do grab him by surprise. However, he quickly counters your move. It's obvious he has unarmed training, and shoves his nightstick through the bars to punch you once through with it. Back. Can't trust one of these guys any further than you can throw him.
Can you blame me?
Cary, you going to cooperate with the lab assistant?
Yeah.
All right. So she gets done. The guards give you some food and water. Close the door. And they all then turn to leave.
What's the food?
It's pretty bland, but I'm sure it provides the essential nutrients you need to grow a healthy body.
Everything a growing body needs. So does it taste normal? What I'm getting at is, do I get any sort of sense that it might be laced with something?
As far as you can tell, it tastes just like normal food.
Okay.
Is there any water in the toilet?
I think there is, yeah. Oh, you want to take a drink there too? Are you extra thirsty?
No. I'm going to drink the water they brought. Assuming that the cup they brought it in is something that I could stick in the toilet to get more water.
Uh-huh.
and then I'm going to go to the cell door and try to splash it into the electronic unit that's locking the door.
Okay. Go ahead and give her a short shot on the attempt roll. Okay, so you kind of drizzle or drain the water out on the door, and it doesn't seem to affect it.
Okay. I'll make a couple more tries and then give up.
Okay. Doesn't seem to make any difference.
Okay.
Good thought, Rich.
Yep.
So we should probably tell folks what we're rolling against as we do this. Okay, Jim?
Yeah. So in this case, it was an unskilled attempt, really, to circuit technician, a skill.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I might, I hate to do it because of the camera, but I might quietly whisper to the other guys, did you guys notice anything about the lab tech?
She didn't really seem to want to be here any more than we do.
I asked her if there was anything she could tell us, and she said to wait.
Yeah, wait for what? Or how long?
Well, it was just a gesture, so I presume that she would like to help us, but can't because, she's under watchful eye, and maybe later, when things are quieter, maybe we'll hear from her again. I don't know. Maybe the next time she comes through, maybe she'll be able to smuggle us something. I don't know.
Well, I can't think of anything else to do, I have to admit.
Okay.
I'm going to rattle the bars some more. Try to see if they've got any play in them. If maybe they didn't get it shut tight or something when they left.
Are you guys going to eat your dinners, by the way, I assume, or not?
Yes.
Yeah. I suppose I'd probably be pretty hungry, since it being probably mid-morning by now.
So about a half hour after you're served your dinner, the door is open again. Out come our your two favorite guards.
Yeah.
And there's a big guy with. And
who's with him? A big guy, you said?
Yeah. So he comes down, and he kind of looks in at each one of you and assesses you like you're cattle or something like that. And I'd like to welcome to your new home. Glad to have you here. It'll be great use to us.
Who are you?
Hope you're comfortable. If not, well, you will be in a little while.
Who are you?
Well, you can just call me the boss.
I mean, what organization?
What do you want with it?
What organization? Is that what you asked?
Yes.
All in good time. All in good time.
You realize you can't just lock us up without charging us with anything.
Charging? Why would we want to charge you? You think we're the police or something? The government?
Not now.
Very astute.
Don't anymore.
Jack.
What do you want with us?
You're going to be our new operatives.
Operatives.
I don't have any skills.
Not yet.
So,
Not yet. So that kind of runs a chill down somebody's back. Let's have you all roll against your intuition again.
okay.
There we got a 96.
I got an 86 rolling. Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, yeah, I got an 86. Sorry.
Rich got 170. So Deb, what this brings to mind when he says that is you're aware that the government and is sometimes uses wetware to develop skills, pass on skills. Of course, there's a lot of bioethical problems with using it for behavior modification, but presumably that can be done too.
Okay.
Not sure what wetware is, please ask.
Okay. So, is there any way to trigger that? You said so I'm thinking you mean a chill ran down my back when he said that, what he said.
Mm-hmm.
That triggered the memory of wetware. Does anything else happen after that?
Nope, nothing else.
Bummer.
Is the guy still there?
Yeah, he's still there. He seems quite.
I'm going to say to him. I'm going to ask him. So, what makes you think we're going to cooperate with you?
Oh, you'll be quite happy to cooperate when we're finished. You won't have any objection whatsoever. I assure you. Once the programming is complete, of course.
Programming?
Yeah.
You're going to brainwash us?
Oh, that's such a crude way of thinking of it.
So, I've heard stories of wetware. Is that what you're going to do to us?
And he just smiles wide.
Oh, good.
Think of it as a gift that we're giving you.
Not it wasn't on my Christmas list.
Make sure you include a gift receipt.
One that can't be returned.
Why me?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Why me? What's so special about me?
Oh, you all don't realize how special and unique you are. But that will change. Sometimes we're just a little one or two steps ahead of the government in identifying hybrids. We got lucky with you three.
How did you identify us?
Oh, we have our ways. And don't worry, our good doctor is, I assure you, one of the best in the field of wetware.
Makes me feel better. Yeah.
You better do a good job, or the first person I'm coming after is you.
Well, I assure you, if she doesn't do a good job, your brain will probably just be a bit of wet pudding. So I think you'll want to encourage her to do her best and cooperate with her.
So we just met
Why?
her, right?
You don't like pudding?
The brain pudding? No, that's not my favorite.
So the doctor was the one that came in here? She's the one that's going to do this to us?
The one and only, our good doctor.
I think I'm gonna lay down on my cot and close my eyes and cover my face and hope that I wake up soon.
I am not here. I am not here.
So we seem satisfied that you guys are well secured in your little tight environs and have been fed your little prizes, and he starts to head out the door. Sorry, chuckle after and walk out to you.
Remember what I was saying about hybrids, guys?
Yeah.
I wonder if they heard me say that and they're just messing with us.
I hope so.
I wouldn't count on it.
Who wants to punch his smug smile off his face other than me?
I'll take some of that action.
I could get a little of that, too.
I wonder if next time that they come in for the feeding, I wonder if we could, I don't know, overwhelm the guards somehow. They only unlock one cell at a time, it seems.
Yeah, I tried to grab that one while they were fixated on you, and he got away from me easily.
Oh, that's what that was all about?
Yeah.
I was focusing on the needle in front of me.
Yeah, they're probably extremely well trained, if not wetware as well.
I'm feeling pretty helpless.
I have to admit, I'm feeling a little helpless myself.
Okay. Would you like to fast forward to the next feeding time then, or is there really
Sure.
things going on? All right. So the routine becomes the same. She comes back in with the two guards, and they have pushing a tray of food along and going to each of the cells. And Rich, you discover when you look through the food that you've been given that underneath one of the dishes is a note.
Oh, sweet. I'll wait till they leave. Well, I'll wait till they're focused.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait till they're focused on the guy across the way before I try to sneak it and read it quick.
Oh, hey, okay. I'll be your distraction over here. Out of character, of course.
So the note reads, "I'm a prisoner too. And if you'll help me escape, I'll help you." And that's all it says.
Okay. If I could catch her, attention at all, I mean, I won't try to attract it at all. Kind of watch her, and if she sees me, I'll just nod lightly.
Yeah. So when she gets done with Cary, she definitely looks back over to your cell very intently.
Okay, and I nod.
Okay, and she has just the slightest tilt of her head back and heads back out of the room with the guards.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to whisper to the group very, very quietly. come as close as you can to the bar. She's going to help us escape if we can help her get out of here, too.
Good.
The only thing I can think of is, the next time she comes in, this could be bad for her, but the first time they came in, she was between me and the guard. So if I'm able to grab her and push her into one of the guards while you try to grab the second guy, maybe we could overpower him, but still it would only be one of us out in the hallway with both guards and the doctor. I'm not seeing a great chance for success.
Well, what I'm thinking...
Do we have a tray with our food?
These half people whose abilities haven't triggered yet, and that's her job, is to get them to trigger, that maybe she can trigger them but not have us be under their influence. Have our own autonomy, and then at that point we could try to escape.
That sounds like about the best chance to me.
Well, if we are all truly hybrids, what's to say that our abilities, once they manifest, what's to say they'll be any use to us for escaping a jail cell? I don't know. I'm depressed.
It's entirely possible.
This is like a movie.
Bad nightmare.
Yeah, I want my money back. Yeah, I think that the only thing that we can do really is wait for her to trigger something. None of us have any skills, really. If we can't go up against highly trained armed guards and really hope for any success. Did any of us find any notes among our food or anything like that?
Nope.
Chances are they probably wouldn't hurt us too badly if we tried, because they want us to be agents, with air quotes, whatever the hell that means.
That's true.
There seems to be only 3 of us here. I don't know if there's other cell blocks or... this is crazy.
No more frat parties ever.
I hear you. Well, something tells me that probably wouldn't have mattered. Well, the next time she comes in, I'll ask her if she has any ideas or any plans as how we can escape, and maybe she'll give me another note later.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do before she comes back in next? Wait another few hours? Twiddling your thumbs?
Nothing.
Counting the tiles in the ceiling? No, nothing like that.
Other than twiddling my thumbs? No.
Okay. All right. So fast forward again.
Oh, I do want to start up a nice chorus of Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
So,
sorry. Anybody that's seen Spaceballs will get a kick out of that.
So she comes in, and the routine is identical to the last one, and so she gets down to your spot, Rich, and prepares to do her exam. What are you going to say?
Do you have any plans on how we can get out of here?
Okay. I'm sure her eyes get like wide as saucers, wondering if the other guards are overheard it.
Well, just keep my voice really low and we'll head down.
All right. And she pauses for a second and takes this deep breath and looks back at one of the guards and says to him, I need to give him an injection. One of his, and she names some hormone that you've never heard of is a little out of balance. And the guard kind of looks at her quizzically and kind of nods and tells her she can go ahead. So she pulls out a different instrument that she hasn't used before with you and kind of up at you, like, is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one gets, however, instead of being like tied off into your blood or into a vein, she needs you to bend over so she can inject it at the base of your skull.
Okay.
All right. So Rich bends over, and you feel the needle going in, and kind of weird, but nothing immediately seems to happen. And
Hey, what are you doing to him?
the guards just say, "Shut the heck up." She gets done acting like nothing has happened, nothing is wrong, nothing out of the ordinary. Turns to walk out, and the guard walks in and leaves your food, Rich. And she goes to Cary's cell and does the usual thing.
Did I hear Rich cry out or anything when it happened?
I don't know, Rich, are you a manly man or not going to avoid
Oh, manly man.
pain?
He's 18, come on. How manly could he be?
Well, I didn't say he was 18. I said he was a college student.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know. I thought you had said that at some point, but never mind.
All right. All right. So the routine.
It says age 18. Age 18 on the character sheet. See?
See, I didn't say it. It's on the character sheet. Anyway, so finish up there.
So did she give me some of the same?
Nope.
Okay.
So Rich, you're sitting there, and you're starting to get all these kind of flashes in your mind of images and almost like new memories, like you're dreaming lucidly type of situation. And it takes a couple of minutes to unwind, to kind of pull itself together and for your brain to like create a story out of this lucid dream that you're having. Kind of an interesting sensation for you that you probably have never experimented with psychedelic drugs or anything like that in the past, despite
of course not.
college. But when are you going to say anything to the other folks? Because they're probably going to ask, what's wrong, right? Cary or Deb.
Is he making some kind of noises or anything? Is there any
quiet.
work?
Suddenly
we hear porn music coming from Rich's cube, or Rich's cell.
Is he screaming?
Psychedelic lights.
No, nothing like that.
I'll very quietly say to the group, I think she injected me with some of that wetware. I've got some really weird images and things going on in my head.
Okay. The guys going to ask him anything about that, or?
Like what? Anything like fighting or anything that any kind of skills or what? What images?
So what Rich is seeing as his brain puts together this story is he first of all gets a picture of what some of the rest of the area that you're in looks like. So he's actually getting like visual layouts of the room outside the cells and where she does her work, that type of stuff. First of all.
Oh, nice.
So you know that from what you've seen in what she implanted is that there's a room outside those two doors where the two guards sit when they have some like video feed that they watch, and shoot the breeze and all that stuff. And beyond that, there's another hallway which goes to where her lab is at, and living quarters where she's kind of kept in. And then the view all switches inside to her lab area, and you see it go up to her computer screen that keeps, like, where she keeps her research notes in. And it gets so detailed that you can actually read her research notes.
Oh my.
So her research notes basically tell you that indeed all three of you are hybrids, and you are being fed, or not being fed, but there's a neutralizer or inhibitor being introduced into the air system that doesn't really affect anybody except hybrids, and it prevents the hybrid hormones from activating.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's why you're not really experiencing any unusual powers. However,
does he have? Oh, I was just going to ask. Does he have to roll against sanity to because all this is going on in his head?
Sure, why not? Go ahead, Rich. Roll against your sanity.
Sorry about that, Rich.
No, it looks like he's remained sane.
Oh, gosh darn.
So the where was I? Oh yeah. The good news is though that she controls that gas from her lab.
Oh, excellent.
Cool.
The other notes that she has on the screen shows that she is indeed growing wetware that is to be implanted in each of you. They don't really know, despite knowing the fact that you're hybrids, they don't really know what is going to manifest when those are activated. So they need to introduce at the same time the behavior modification wetware so that they'll know that they can control you when they activate it. However, she has been successful at not basically averting that programming from growing correctly in the wetware at this point. So they're kind of waiting for that to mature so that they can introduce it to you and bring you online, sort of, as it were.
Nice.
Well, I know it's gonna manifest. Destiny.
Clever gamer remark.
Okay, so her plan basically is to go ahead and introduce the wetware and hope that the boss doesn't realize that the psycho programming is not mature and will not affect you, and you'll be able to use whatever powers that you guys get from that to escape and take her along, obviously.
Okay, I'll pass this all along to the other two. So be prepared.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
This is crazy. This is completely and utter nuts.
Oh, it's total madness. I agree.
You guys need to roll on sanity again, too?
Okay, what are we rolling
all the
this
time
here?
All right.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I rolled a 127.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
My
that was
sanity was one.
This whole thing.
Help me! I want to go home! I want my mommy!
What's your normal life?
Down. You're going to give us all away. Calm down.
In other words, I failed my sanity roll by 2, right? And so I'm a little freaked out.
Yep.
I'm thinking that when I finally wake up, I'm going to have the worst hangover that I've had ever.
You're wondering who slipped you those psychedelic mushrooms?
Never again. Oh, dear Lord, please let me get through this one time, and I promise I'll never do that again.
Oh, really? All right. Anything else you want to ask before the next cycle? Or?
I'll just try to calm down. Help me! I want to go home.
Not offhand.
Okay. All right. So next morning, they have this annoying process of turning the lights on in your cells when you're deep asleep. It's just, for college students, that's just killer, right?
Ugh.
And when you wake up, each one of you experiences something a little different. Deb, when you wake up and you kind of squint at the light in frustration and anger, whatever it is, the light dims in your cell.
That's interesting.
Rich, when you look up at the light, it flares briefly and then burns out. And then, Cary, when you look at it, the light casing shatters. So Rich's light burned out, and when you expressed your emotional anger at the light casing shattered.
Whoa. I'm guessing I'm going without a meal for that one.
You've been bad.
No soup for you.
Can you do that on your locking mechanism for the door?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, if I can, do we know the layout of this place? If I can do it multiple times? I don't even know what I'm doing, but I guess I can try. I'll concentrate on the locking mechanism.
You can go ahead and make a roll against your mind score. And nothing seems to happen.
Darn.
Okay. Should I try multiple times?
Well, let the rest of us try. Mine dimmed,
Try to focus.
Yeah, I'll try to focus and see if I can affect the lock on my cell door with whatever I did to dim the lights.
Okay, go ahead and roll against your mind.
Okay. And 95. Mind score is 125.
Yeah, no, nothing happened.
Ah.
Well, maybe it's too soon.
I guess I'll just try to reproduce the same feeling that I had when being angry earlier. Try to summon up that same emotion and get to that same place while focusing on something else, like the locking mechanism or whatever.
Rich, could you roll against your intuition for me?
Sure.
Okay, Rich rolls a 97 against, I think your intuition is what, 120?
Intuition is...
The intuition on this sheet.
I am. Or that intelligence, I'm sorry.
That's intelligence.
Good enough, yeah.
So it's a 125. All the mind scores are 125.
That's what I thought. So Rich, you're kind of assessing the situation, and you realize this wasn't the plan. Something's gone wrong.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
Something's gone wrong. This wasn't supposed to happen.
What wasn't supposed to happen?
You recall her plan was to inject you guys with the wetware, and that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, right.
So we started manifesting before we have wetware.
So there's one other induction you can make from what you learned from reading her lab notes.
That she must be controlling the air in the room so that we're no longer being inhibited.
Excellent. That's a very good deduction. It seemed very likely that that's the case. The question is,
cool.
why did she change her plans? You're not really sure.
Maybe something came up. Let's try to take out the camera down at the end of the room.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Basically look at it, focus energy or anger towards it.
Okay.
Frustration.
Roll against your mind score again for me. All right. You're not really sure if anything has happened or not. I mean, the video cameras up in the ceiling. It's not like a light bulb is on, right?
Okay.
So something could have happened, maybe not.
I guess I'll try the same.
Go ahead and roll again then for your mind score. Okay.
101.
You see the casing crack.
Nice.
So, this is extremely strange. But I seem to have affected the device. Well, at least the outer casing. I don't know about the inner workings of it, but maybe I'll try it again and see if I can't crack away the housing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again. Yeah, pieces bouncing off on the ground now. Now, about this time, probably the guards are going to come in as the video camera is down, and they're like, what the hell's going on? What's going on? What are you guys doing?
Okay.
I'll focus on
one of them.
Yeah.
I'll focus on the guy that I can see better. I'll focus on his sidearm.
Okay. And any particular intention?
Render it inoperable.
Rendering it inoperable. All right. You're not sure if anything happened, or go ahead and roll on. I guess I should have you in case you get a critical success. You're not sure if anything happened or not.
Okay. I'm going to focus on the guard I can see and try to will him to go unconscious.
Ooh, that's kind of cruel, isn't it? Go ahead.
Little perturbed.
99.
Well, there's a guard right in front of me, so I'm going to try with him and see if I can get him to go unconscious.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, rolling. 92 against a 125 mind score.
Okay, so the two guards that you guys attempted to affect their conscious states just kind of take it's obviously that they stagger a step. It's like almost falling down. But then they recover and say, hey, what's going on? Stop that. What are you guys doing?
What?
I'll distract the guard. I'll distract the guard that I can see see better and say, I don't know what's going on in here, but these other two, they're trying to hurt me. Guard, I need your help. They've hurt me. I'm bleeding.
He doesn't seem to really care.
I'll try again.
You're going to try again?
Yep.
Okay, roll again, please. Oh, you rolled a 99 again, huh? Okay. This time, the guy staggers again, and since he's stepping backwards, he kind of trips on his feet and lands on his butt. He looks up at the sky. Help me, get out of here.
Okay, I'll try the other guy.
Okay.
Oops, I rolled a 100.
So he reaches down and tries to help his buddy and kind of falls over and says, "Stop that!" And they're both trying to get out of the room now on their hands and knees.
Can I focus on the door, like the latch of the door, to see if I can render the latch inoperable so I can slide the bars open? It's totally ignoring the electronic lock bit, since I haven't been able to affect it.
Go ahead and try. Yeah, I'm sorry, nothing seems to happen again.
Damn, look at
All right.
lock.
I'll pull on the door to see if I made any, if I in fact affected the structural integrity at all.
Nothing happened. However, about this time, the doctor rushes in, opening the doors and basically knocking them both back. The two security guards, since they're on their hands and knees, and the doors hammer at them.
Open the doors.
And she's obviously very, again, scared, timid. She's not going to be the one who's going to be taking the lead by any means of rescuing you guys from the situation you're in. But
okay. Well, I'll try to take the opportunity then of focus on the guy and try to pull him or make him come towards my cell.
All right, go ahead and roll. And nothing happens.
Shoot.
I'll holler at her and tell her to get the keys to unlock the doors.
And she kind of shakily yells, "They're biometric."
What if I focus on the guy that I can see? I'll focus on his foot.
Okay. And remember, he's on his hands and knees. So what are you going to do when you focus on his foot?
I'll focus on his foot, trying to disable his foot, so he would have trouble escaping.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll.
Capiche?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Oh, there you go.
Yep.
105. Okay.
105.
So it's like he can't move his foot now. It's held in place. He's, "Hey, what's going on? Help me get out." They're looking at each other.
So did they open the door?
Can I try this?
Wait a minute. Did they open the door by putting their hands on it to unlock it for biometrics?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll tell her, drag one of those guys over here and open the doors using their hands.
Well, they're still armed.
Well, that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah,
I thought she knocked them out, or I thought she had knocked them out. Or
no. She just pushed. She pushed them back, basically.
Okay. My bad.
She opened it, and they're trying to get her to go get the other guards.
Yeah.
So if I seem to have a hold of one of the guys, can I pull him towards me?
Roll again. So that does not work.
Okay, I'm going to try to get him to just totally freeze and stop moving.
Ooh, okay. Well, go ahead and roll. All right. Whatever guy you were looking at looks to have gone unconscious.
Sweet.
Well,
right.
I'll try to get the other guy unconscious.
All right.
Okay, and 115. I didn't do much.
Yeah, no, that didn't. I mean, he looks like he's. There's something happened to him, but he's not unconscious.
Okay.
I'll try again.
Nope.
Nice. I got a 98 that time. Okay, I tried again. Can I get the other guy unconscious? I rolled a 98.
He appears to be getting like he's not unconscious, but he's like he's running out of energy. He's like his strength is failing is the best way to describe it. And now the researcher gets finally
he looks exhausted,
emboldened enough that she pulls out a hypo of some kind and injects it into him. And
Yay!
For the win.
For the win. All right, so she drags one of the bodies down to the cell, and being the frail little thing she is, she's going to need help lifting him up to get him to get a bio reading on the lock.
Okay, I'll help her.
Okay.
Get him on my door.
Okay. So the door, sure enough, opens up.
Yay! I'm out. I'm free. I'm free.
That's right.
Thanks, Doc.
So, yep, you can do that to the other doors as well, and open those.
You're free, guys. You're free.
Awesome. Thanks so much. All right.
Thank you, Doc.
How many people are out there?
Well, nobody knows yet that this has happened, and she's speaking like at a mile a minute. So the boss suspects me. I'm afraid. I had to turn the gas off. I got the wetware here, though. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So she pulls out a little hypo. Yeah, go ahead.
Face.
What was that, Cary?
I said, just give me one. I say, just give me 1 second. I turn around and punch the guard in the face, and then I say, okay, I'm ready.
Okay. They got a little frustration, and so she does the
who,
thing,
me?
again, Rich, that she did before, and had you bend over so she could put it in the base of your skull.
Sure.
And you guys get kind of this similar sensation to Rich as some of these new memories that come in, but there's something else going on in your head, too, that you really can't explain by any sense of having have some parallel experience in your past. So, but you know something's going on. What are you going to do?
Okay.
Roll against sanity.
How long does this take to affect us?
Say again.
How long should this take to affect us?
She'll say between 5 and 10 minutes.
Do we have that long?
Yeah, I think so. Do you think you guys might want to grab their weapons, though? It's probably not going to be easy to get out of here.
Yeah. We'll grab their weapons and throw them into the cells and lock the doors.
Well,
of course, they'll probably be able to get out with their hands.
I was just going to say, yeah, they can probably just let themselves out.
I suppose we could have hands on their part of their utility belt.
Oh, there we go. Handcuff them to the far end of the bed frame inside the cell.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. So you drag them into the cells and from in there. The weapons they have like 2 revolvers and 2 nightsticks and a couple of tasers as well.
We'll take them.
Tasers, sweet.
Okay, who wants what? There's 3 of us and all these weapons, so only 2 of each.
I'll take a taser and a revolver. Not that I really know how to use either.
Although
the taser is probably smaller learning curve, I would guess.
She while you guys are sorting through, she says the wetware includes combat training. You guys should be able to know use these here real soon.
Oh. Okay, that's going to be weird. I'll grab a gun and a nightstick then.
Yeah, you pick up a gun.
If you say so.
Open it up, close it, check everything and operate. I got it.
Oh, click, no problem.
I have one comment.
Yeah.
Well, I know Kung Fu.
I knew that. That was coming. All right. What are you going to do next?
Well, as soon as we're not feeling weird anymore, I guess we're going to try to leave, right?
What if we...
5-10 minutes for the wetware to kick in?
Sure, yeah.
I think what we need to do, especially if the guards are of similar size, we need to declothe them and put their uniforms on. And then... go ahead.
I heard it.
Unfortunately, they do not fit you, the clothes.
Too small,
Do
huh?
they fit me? Do they fit me?
Nope.
Smaller female? Oh,
All right.
wow.
I mean, you could put them on. They just look very ill-fitting.
Yeah, may as well not.
I think we should put...
Anyway, facility, you guys will be instantly recognized.
Oh, okay. Well, do they have hats?
No, they didn't have any hats.
Damn.
Okay, so
all right,
what way do you go to get out of here? Well, what way do you recommend we go? What's the quickest, easiest way to get out?
Well, I know we're in the basement, so I don't know a lot about the floor above us, but I know that's the first place we got to head.
Okay.
All right. So you're heading out? Go ahead and drag your counters if you're ready to go out.
Try to move as quickly and as quietly as we can. Hopefully avoiding cameras.
You will need... her biometrics will open this door, so you're good with that.
Okay. If we are unaware of any cameras, I'll try the same thing that I did in our cell block.
Okay. Go ahead and proceed.
Okay, stay behind us.
Oh, she will. She doesn't need to reminded about that. And so you're in your office now, guard's office. You gonna do anything before you go out in the hallway?
Is there a phone in here that we can get an outside line? I'm asking the doctor directly.
Yeah, she says there are communication devices, but they're all monitored.
So we couldn't call 911.
The
Leave the circuit open.
Right, you couldn't. What was that, Rich?
Is there anything useful on the tables?
Not really.
Okay, then I'm all for let's keep going.
Okay.
How about ammo?
They had ammo clips on their belts.
Okay. Did they have any ID that we could steal that would be useful for anything?
No, everything's biometric.
Okay. I figured.
All right. So it's pretty quiet out in the hallway right now.
Okay.
And what do you want to do?
Oh, keep going.
Well,
have her lead us out. Which way should we go?
Nowhere else to go, is there? That's the only direction?
Yeah, it looks like...
The direction out is up, right this way.
To our left as we come out of the guard's office.
Because she didn't have an exit marked on the map she gave me, right? It just went into her room and showed me her computer.
Right.
Okay.
Well, keep going down the hallway.
Okay. Well, it's not that long.
Okay, where are the doors?
There's not a door. It's just an open area here where we're pinging.
Okay.
Exactly. There's the stairs to your right there.
Okay.
Waiting for Jim to unfog the map.
Sorry. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay, so we have stairs to the right, you said?
You know if this is the best way to go up to get out, or is there a different route we should go?
That is the only way that I know of.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Lead the way.
That's your marching order?
Not her.
What's the worst that could happen?
Don't ask that.
We're superheroes. Oh, sorry.
I checked for traps. Just kidding.
Where's your 10-foot pole?
Exactly. I only have that equipped if there's something I don't want to touch.
Oops. We switched something here?
Yes. Now you've gone up
Cool.
the
Yeah, he's switching us to a different map,
Okay.
but he hasn't revealed it yet. Waiting for him to reveal it.
There's
Yeah,
a
it looks
door.
more like stairs now. Okay.
I can't see my icon anymore.
There you go.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
mine?
we were off in the darkness there for a minute.
Yeah.
I attack the darkness.
All right. So you're on the stairwell right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And there's a door at the top of the stairwell.
Okay. I don't have access to my icon anymore.
Try it now.
Nope.
Now let me check here. Oh, well, that would be why. Now you should.
There we go.
How about an edit 1, 2, 3 here?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, keep going.
So you're gonna
Listen at the door. Bring the doctor along. I don't see her, but I assume she's behind us.
Oh, and she says she doesn't know the upstairs very well. Okay, so we'll just have to play it by ear.
She's at the bottom of the stairwell.
Good.
All right.
So Deb's going to be at the door?
Yeah. Is there a biometric lock here? I assume so.
Actually, there is not on this one.
Oh, how wild. Okay, well, I will ease it open if it's unlocked and take a listen, look around through the crack in the door.
You ease it open, and then this is about all you see, but you do hear some voices off to your left.
Okay, yeah, that's not much. Well, I guess I'll tell them what I hear, and then we may as well go for it.
Well, the two of you go with the tasers, and if they're guards, you can try to take them out.
Okay.
All right, Deb's going to go out, and who else is walking out?
Cary had the other taser.
Okay, we'll go and get them. Oops. Wrong way. So you said we heard them to the left, right?
Yes, you heard it from the left. You hear
Okay.
is in the room to your left.
Okay. Well, I'll approach the room and take a peek in from, like the side of the door so that I'm not readily obvious to the people inside.
All right. When you kind of...
Move yourself here, Deb.
Yeah, you better roll against your body score to see if you can sneak in here. See how sneaky.
Okay. Whoops. There we go. 109, and body is...
No, 109's my roll. 109's my roll. 94 is hers.
Okay. I misread. Sorry about that.
So So Deb sneaks up very quietly and sees that there's a dining room, and there are a few people in there. It looks like they're finishing up their breakfast. And then Cary trips next behind you and go into the room.
Whoops.
Always the picture of dexterity.
Okay, well, I guess that he has made our approach more obvious. We'll have to go in and I guess
you guys.
we can tase. Hey, we're here. Hi.
People are grabbing sidearms.
Hey. How many people are in here?
You see 4 people: a female who's unarmed, and 3 security guards.
Okay, well, I'm going to taser the closest guard and I guess shoot the other guy.
All right.
To wound.
2 shots off, huh? So, is this going to be
I'll try first.
Aim, or is this a snapshot, or what? How are you actually executing this?
Probably aim the taser at the closest guard, and probably a snapshot at the guard across the room.
All right. So go ahead and roll first for the guard that's very close to you.
Okay. That's a 109.
All right. So at basically short range, it's only a -3, and there's no other hampering factors. So that's a good score for a hit on his taser. He does have some armor on, so we got to figure out where you hit him at. If you would do a hit location for me, like just rolling a percentage, you can do there's a roll button here on this. On your left hand, there's a dice on the second to the bottom. You can do a dice roll there.
I'm sorry, I don't know where you're at here.
On the toolbar to the left on roll 20.
Okay, toolbar on the left. Okay. Here we go.
Dice roll. Then there's a drop down for advanced roll for D100.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're over on. I'm sorry. We're over on the left.
Yep.
And then
There's a button that looks like a die above the question mark.
Okay, that was what I was doing. And then,
it says advanced roll. If you click the die, it opens up a window.
It's not opening up a window for me.
Okay, well, we'll use...
Weird.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm blind. Here it is. I'm blind. Okay, so rolling what, D10?
Under advanced roll, there's a drop down for D100.
Okay, there we go. And roll.
And
there it is.
You rolled a run.
Yeah.
You hit him in the face. Oh, how
Oh, that's serious.
Drop a tear to his face. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I'm good.
Then shake his body, shake
Shower.
over the ground.
Shower blood.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out, you guys.
Way to go, teenage. Way to go, teenage mutant ninja something.
Babe.
And then the other, so you're going to do a snapshot at the other guy, was that right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I just lost the game. Let me see if I can get back in. This is an edit 1, 2, 3 as well, Jim. Okay, hang on. It's trying to get me back on. Okay, I'm back, I guess, on the game here. And then, it was a snapshot of the other guy.
Okay, so snapshot is at a -9, so go ahead and roll.
Okay, just a second. Let me get that command again. Oops.
Which person is she shooting on? I'm pinging the guy that I think she's shooting.
That was the guy across the hall, yeah.
This guy here?
Let's assume. Have we lost Deb on the call?
No, I'm still on. I just rolled 100 on a snapshot.
Oh, okay. Okay. 109. All right. So now we need to figure out where you might have hit him. Go ahead and roll that percentage again for me, please.
All right.
Arrow a couple of times. You should be able to get to that.
Okay. 45.
You elbow. Ouch.
Yeah. Ouch. Ouch.
And however, it's his left elbow, and he's right-handed, so he didn't drop his weapon as he was getting ready to pull.
I circled the guy. Do you see my purple circle? Is that the guy she's shooting at?
Yeah, I do see it. Were you going to do something?
Is that the guy she's shooting at?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if I am able to recover from my trip, I'm going to shoot this guy over here, or I'm going to try to disable his gun hand with my newfound abilities.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Okay. Roll a percentage for me. $47. Okay, you hit his left forearm this time. So him not being left-handed obviously hits him, but he can still pull a weapon as well. Rich, did you want to do anything? Go ahead.
That's all right.
Rich, did you want to do something?
Yeah, I'm going to try to render this guy over here unconscious, like I did the others. Like basically saying, freeze, don't move at all.
All right, go ahead and roll against your mind score. Oh, yeah. All right, he falls over. This guy, all right, the top.
Top one, yeah. Yep, that one.
All right. This gal here is now screaming at the top of her lungs, and this guy wants to take a pot shot at Deb.
Oh, I'll dive out of the way. So roll against body?
Well, he's got to roll with his score. I'm having problems. All right. You rolled a 102. His hit location. All right. Which is, Elvis. Okay. So he pulls out his taser and nails you in the hip with it.
Ow!
Deb goes jerking around a little bit.
Oh, that sucks.
And she slumps to the floor.
Oh, crap.
About that time, you hear the researcher scream once too, and pointing behind you, Rich.
Okay, I'll whirl around.
And you see another guard drawing on aim on you with his taser.
Okay, I'll try to take him out. Tell him to freeze.
Fortunately, he has the initiative on you. 106, station 24. Oh, he nails you square in the chest with his.
Oh.
And Rich passes out. Great. So, it's up to you and the researcher now. This guy's been hit. The guy in the cafeteria area. The other guy is probably ready to take aim at you now that he's. Although he's going to have to pull out either reload his taser or pull out a hand weapon, which he isn't really thrilled to use. It doesn't appear.
Right on. So I'm going to run into the room at the guy that I already affected. I don't know how far I can move, but it appears to be about, as the crow flies, about 18 feet. Or I attacked him again, assuming that attacking him will be easier at a closer distance.
Okay.
And I'm going to once again attack his gun hand.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. So you're using a powder pistol, right? The firearm? Or
I'm using whatever my ability is.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I misunderstood that. Oh, that's a nice little score. Okay. So you focus on it, and he can't move his hand, his gun hand right now.
Okay. When I'm able to, I'll take my billy club, and since I have some sort of combat knowledge now, I'll take my billy club and try to knock him unconscious.
All right. While you're doing that, this other guy is running through, and you can roll again for your unarmed skill here now. 100. I think you have an unarmed combat skill now. So yeah. All right. So he's definitely in close quarters combat at a huge disadvantage since his good hand is occupied. He has to also roll against unarmed combat since he's fighting you. In this roll, you rolled 100 and he rolled 102. So you beat him by not only the 2 points, but the 10 points for him being disadvantaged from having his good hand, actually both hands, being incapacitated right now due to the previous wounding. So he did a fair amount of damage to him. He probably goes to his knees, but he's not like out of commission at this point. This guy,
Oh, so my billy club didn't knock him out?
Right, you didn't knock him out, but you did knock him to the ground.
Okay, well, maybe can I run behind him and grab him around the neck and use him as a human shield from the other guy?
You're surely welcome to try. Why not? All right, let's see what happens, because this guy's going to shoot at you. Not the greatest roll for him. Well, he would have hit your left shoulder, but I'm pretty sure if you brought him up to be a human shield, that would cover that spot.
Yep, because I want to keep my right hand free.
Yeah. So he hit, but obviously he hit his buddy. And now the guy's probably out of it. The guard that you were using as a shield, he's probably dead weight at this point.
When I can, I'll try to do some sort of, since he's fairly close to a wall, I'll see if I can't, do some sort of, it seems that I have some sort of telekinesis maybe. I'll see if I can't do like a force push, kind of deal.
Yeah, the female that was in the office is trying to run out now.
Okay, well,
I'm not unconscious, am I? I'm just down, right?
Well, when you get tased, you'll be out for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Cary, tell me again what you're doing.
I'm going to do try to. It seems that I have some sort of telekinesis, so I'm going to try to do like a force push against him and push him into the wall. Since he's not very far from the wall, it looks like he's only about 6 feet, if that, from the wall or whatever that green thing is in the bottom left corner of the room.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Okay.
102.
He doesn't get pushed into the wall.
Did you seem affected at all?
No. So he pulls out his gun and shoots it, and the round gets stopped about 10 feet in front of him.
Awesome.
He goes, "What? Huh?"
And so now I will confidently drop the guy who's now unconscious. I'll drop my human shield and walk confidently at this guy with my billy club raised, menacingly.
Oh, he's probably going to step back when you walk up to him.
Right. I'm trying to, make him shrink back a little bit. And then if he turns to flee, then I'm going to attack him again from a distance with the TK. Try to knock him unconscious.
Well, he doesn't want you to get that close to him. But would you move your token so I know where you're going?
Oh, I'm gonna step towards him, right? I'm gonna drop my human shield. Oh, I gotta switch my control here. Okay, so I'm gonna walk quickly towards him with my billy club raised. Since I'm hoping that I would have had some sort of, shock and awe against him, having stopped his round. And I'm going to close the distance. And if he turns to flee, as soon as he turns to flee, I'm going to see if I can knock him out with the TK.
Okay, he does indeed turn to flee. But at about that time, the researcher sticks out her foot and he trips.
Oh, she trips him? Okay. She trips him or she trips?
Trips him.
Oh, sweet. That a girl.
Stay away from me.
So if I can, I'll try to close and knock him out with the billy club.
He hit the floor, so you can certainly leap on him. Ooch, ouch. Is your billy club again?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that will pretty much do him a good deal of damage to stay on the ground.
And I'll say to the gal, we should be good for a moment. Let's see if we can't revive my friends.
Yeah, she has something that she can give him to get him up again.
I'll take this guy's weapons away from him. I'll try to collect the weapons while she's doing that from everybody in the room. Where'd the woman go? Did she bail?
Out. You don't know.
Okay.
And if you wanted to end at that encounter, it might be a good spot.
Good stopping point. Sounds good.
Sounds good to me too.
Yep.
Good session, Jim. Nice job.
Yeah.
Well, indeed, Jim. So, what do you think, Jim, the host?
Yeah, you guys did a great job. So I really do enjoy how the system is really organic in the skill challenges of how they work out.
Excellent. Thank you.
It's been such a long time since I played, I forgot. It seems like the lower score seems to be better. I had forgotten.
Yeah. The basic premise is that everybody can attempt to do anything and be successful half of the time, and if you have a high ability score, that increases your odds of being successful at what you want to do. So the lower number you roll, the better.
Gotcha.
So do you guys, as players that have done this for a while, have any tips for anybody new that's trying out the EVERYVERSE?
Yeah, I'm really new to the system myself, but these guys would have to speak to whether they've played with anybody new recently.
I've got two teenage boys who we introduced to it last year. We had a big get-together here at my house. Jim brought his 3 boys and my 2, and Cary was here and Deb was here, and we all played a big session. So
that was what inspired me to start putting this together and getting it out the door.
So it was fairly quick for everybody to pick up, especially the younger crowd?
Yeah.
It seemed like everybody got it with, within the first couple of rolls, I think.
That's cool. So sorry, go ahead.
Jim, our game master, hadn't you played it with your sons before?
Yes, I had.
And what age did you start playing with them about using the system, or EVERYVERSE RPG?
On and off, it was probably a good 6-8 years ago.
And your sons are all in their 20s now, right?
That's right.
So you started when they're in their mid to late teens?
Yes, that's right.
One of the cool things that I think is cool about the system is that with the different skill rolls and whatnot, you can be as general or specific as you want to be. And the skills can get super specific. So when you're building your character, it seemed like, you could have a skill, like an overall skill with just a general skill with handguns, or, a really good skill with a specific handgun or a specific set of handguns or a specific set of, melee weapons or whatever. And that could apply not to just, weapons and combat skills, but to out-of-combat stuff too. Specific or general knowledge. It's really seems to be adaptable.
That's really good to hear. So, Jim the GM, so if you were to leave a little teaser for the next episode of what the game would be, what would you tell the group to expect next time?
So what we're really hoping to do, and the next big episode that we'd like to try is at the Houston Space City Comic-Con. And the intent there is to introduce a scenario that's based on Harry Potter and in Hogwarts, and because we don't think anybody else has tried that yet, and we just want to show that how flexible our EVERYVERSE can be in any given situation. So we thought that would be a good challenge to throw out, and one that a lot of people would enjoy.
Yeah, that'll definitely show from one extreme to another easily.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have a great time at the convention.
Thank you.
Are there any other conventions or events you guys are going to?
At this time, that's the only one that's on the plan. But we talked about doing the one in Baltimore because that's where Jim and his eldest son live. So maybe Baltimore in August. But who knows, if we're super successful, maybe we'll see if we can do some other ones as well.
Hey, that sounds great. I'd be glad to see if you guys can come out west here out to the Arizona area, because we have a couple good game cons that go on from year to year. So is there any shout-outs or anything else you guys like to share with the Internet?
Well, the Kickstarter campaign is called To Realize a Dream --EVERYVERSE RPG. And it was written by my late husband, and I'm really excited to be bringing it out the rest of the gaming world. And very much like to offer my thanks to both Jim and Cary and Rich tonight for playing and for hosting the podcast. I'm very grateful for all the help.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Thank you, and glad to be of some use. It was fun.
And hey, since you guys were using Roll20 on your side, how did it work out for you guys?
Really, really nice. I mean, it's been a long time since I've looked at it, this tool, and it seems like it worked really well.
Yeah, I thought it was a great tool.
Yeah, it's my first time using it as a game master and a player. Either way, it was kind of fun to lay it all out. And on one hand, my other option would be to hand draw all these maps, and this kind of made it easier to do than that. So there's a lot of neat little features, and implementing our special standard deviation roll. They had a very cool library that made that very easy to do. I was really worried about that at first, and we wouldn't be able to do that, but the support community is great, so they helped me figure that out, and we got it rolling really easily.
That was
really cool to see. I was just going to say that was really cool, Jim, because I knew that was a concern, and that you did want to streamline the process so that we didn't have to do the roll, then look it up on the table, and then get the final result, the number between 60 and 139. And so this macro that you created was excellent, as well as maps also. I really like the maps on this.
Yeah, the map feature is really cool on Roll20.
Yeah, I think be sure to look at the EVERYVERSE site for some samples out of the excerpts from the rule books and whatnot if you want some more flavors of it.
Yeah, excellent thing, Jim. Thank you very much for mentioning that.
All right, guys. I definitely want to say thank you for joining us on the show, and I'll get this out there, and I'll.
All right then. Well, thanks a lot.
And thank you for at the moment being the biggest group I've had on the show at one time, except for my own gaming groups.
Oh, cool.
Excellent.
Oh,
My pleasure.
wow.
Hang out on Roll20, you guys, before, and we'll do a quick wrap-up before we head out for the night.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Jim.
Sounds good.
All right, guys.
Thank
you
you,
for
Jim.
joining me, and like I always say every week, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.
Uh-oh, we lost Cary again.
Jared?
Yeah, call dropped again.
Getting him back right now.
You need a new cell phone provider.
Should be back any second. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, Cary, so you did in this roll, you rolled 100 and he rolled 102.